Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. Now we are going to discuss the peculiar judgment given by the Apex Court, two judges bench, Justice Vikramnath and Ahsanuddin Amanullah, in the case of Station Superintendent and another versus Surender Bola, dated 15/6/2023, wherein the Honorable Apex Court held that railways are not liable for the theft of property. The railways cannot be held liable for the theft of property in the railways. Simply to say, it's not deficiency of service. How can it be? This is what we are going to discuss now. Unless you know the facts of the case, it will become difficult for you to appreciate the substance. So, Mr. Surender Bola, he is a cloth dealer, or he is having Poonam cloth stores. He comes to Delhi, purchases the clothes, goes back to his area, then distributes or sells the same, and once again come back and give back the money to the so-called shopkeepers or wholesalers. Normally, cloth business is such a business where a lot of advances will be given. I worked in Chirala as a police officer. I know in Chirala there is a huge complex called as Mahatma Gandhi complex, where crores of rupees of business is only by advancing money from Surat and other places. Right. So he used to take clothes from Delhi, then gives back the money. On 24/5/2005, he booked a ticket in Kasiviswanath Express from his area. The ticket, he has got a reservation ticket in S2 coach, berth number 56. As usual, he boarded the train. Of course, he kept 1 lakh of cash in a cloth belt tied around his belt. సహజంగా మా నాన్నగారి దగ్గర నేను చూసేవాడు పాతకాలంలో చాలామంది వ్యాపారస్తులంతా డబ్బులంతా జేబులో పెట్టుకోకుండా క్లాత్ బ్యాగ్లో పెట్టుకొని బెల్ట్ లాగా ఉంటుంది, నడుము చుట్టుకొని పడుకుంటారు సేఫ్ అని. He did the same thing. But in the early hours at about 3:30 a.m., when he was about to answer calls of nature, సహజంగా వస్తుంది కదా పాస్కి వెళ్దాం లేచేటప్పటికి, he found the cash missing. The belt, cloth belt, was cut open. Even his right hand pant pocket was also cut open. Of course, when he was in deep sleep, unknown offenders cut or slit the pant and also the so-called stolen away the 1 lakh. Immediately, he got down from the train. He went to the GRP police station. He informed them. Of course, they said they will inquire the matter. I don't know whether case was registered or not, but he moved from pillar to pole. Ultimately, no result, no recovery. So, vexed with the attitude of the railways, he filed a complaint before the Consumer District Forum, we call it. That is a District Consumer Disputes Redressal Forum, DCDRC, in Shahranpur. So, after conducting the so-called trial or inquiry, DCDRC said, yes, there is a failure on the part of the railways. There is a deficiency on the part of the railways. So, pay that 1 lakh rupees. 1 lakh rupees is a paltry amount to the railways in the order they have stated. And agreed by the DCDRC order, immediately they filed an appeal before the State Commission, which also favored the District Commission. Then the matter was appealed before the National Commission. There also, National Commission said, yes, you have to pay 1 lakh. Ultimately, the matter came before the Honorable Supreme Court of India. These are the steps after which only the matter came to the Supreme Court, Apex Court. Now the Apex Court, they said, we fail to understand as to how theft of property from a person can be the so-called deficiency of service. Suppose if the railways did not provide any berth, if the railways failed to provide any pillow, if the railways did not take the train in time or with heavy delay, Such are the cases where the deficiency is there. But for the property, the claimant or the petitioner is responsible. If the petitioner cannot protect his property, how the railways can be held liable? How the negligence is there? No doubt. The railways, they have appointed, or the security, that is RPF guards and GRP police, they also moving, but they can't move to each and every compartment, and they can't take care of everybody's property. Even the first class and the AC two-tier, the passengers, there will be one security guard. Even then, sometimes the properties will be stolen. So you can't hold the railways liable for such cases. It's not deficiency of service. So the appeal was dismissed. See how the Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court of India thought, and the version, the obiter dicta, as well as the stare decisis also you have to understand. So please read the case law and enrich your legal knowledge. With this, I am concluding. Thank you very much.